everybody, it's Ryan. I'm here with my 2001 Space Odyssey kind of an interpretation and analysis. This is going to be different than some of the other ones. I'm not just like straightforward throwing out my interpretation of it, because this film is really hard to interpret, because I don't think it was actually not meant for us to interpret. It was supposed to have us all have our different meanings and that kind of thing. And so I'm just kind of nitpicking different people's like interpretations of the film, and I kind of agree with all of them in many different ways, and hopefully I'm going to spell out kind of like a little interpretation that I think you guys will enjoy. Most of you might even already know it, but that's not going to stop me from making this video, because I think there's some people out there that want to know more about it, and maybe they thought, well, I didn't know that, like that's a cool way to think about it. And so that's what we're doing this week. I watched this again for the millionth time, and I kind of kept an eye on it, and then I did some research behind it. First of all, this has always been one of my favorite films, but it's such a powerful film. Even though you might not know everything about it, it's such stunning filmmaking, and that's why Stanley Kubrick's one of my favorite filmmakers. This isn't one of those movies that, is going to have a 100% definite answer of how to, theorize it or anything like that. And the reason why I know that is because let me read off this. In 1968, Kubrick states in Playboy magazine, he says this quote, "You're free to speculate as you wish about the philosophical and allegorical meaning of the film. And such speculation is one indication that it has succeeded in gripping the audience at a deep level. But I don't want to spell out a verbal roadmap for 2001 that every viewer will feel obligated to pursue, or else fear he's missed the point." And I kind of tie that to the last quote of the film. The last quote of the film, when it talks about the monoliths, is saying, "Its origin and purposes are still a total mystery." That's the last dialogue of the film. And so keep all that in mind as you watch this, and come up with your own interpretations. And feel free to give video responses and stuff to this video. I'm up for anything. This is going to be a fun thing, and I'm excited. Agree with Roger Ebert and many others about the monoliths, about, the film is actually pretty easy to understand, but it's the key to that understanding. I mean, it's really easy to open up a door, but you can't do it without a key. And a key is just such a little thing, but it makes such a huge difference. That's how I feel like the monoliths are, and, many other people, film scholars and stuff think the same thing, that the film's easy to understand, but you got to figure out what the monoliths are. That's the key to all of it. Each time the monoliths are shown, man transcends to a different cognitive level. Whether in the movie, it goes from the primeval to the space age type humans. The futuristic is what it is, to the mystic level. The beginning is the apes. Us kind of. Then, after the monolith, it like jumps us up to the futuristic, which is, us now, in space, that kind of thing, but more in the future, space. But then it goes to the mystic, why was there a star child? And these are questions that we ask, like, what is that supposed to mean? What is the star child supposed to mean? my actual interpretation of this film is kind of all these combined, because this isn't one of those movies that you could just sum up in a sentence. And so I can't really sum it up, but I figured I just threw out some of those things to you, and maybe you'll be able to come up with your own interpretation, or, you know, it'll at least get you started on trying to figure it out. So, once again, I'm really excited to see what y'all think of this video, and it was fun to do because I'm really passionate about this film. It's a great film, and you know, I could see myself doing another video like this down the road, maybe in a year or so, because I'm always going to have something to say about it. I hope you know, liked all the talk about the monolith and, you know, the talk about conception. You know, that's all pretty cool ideas. And, you know, I'm never going to think of the film the same way again after doing all this research. And once again, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And just remember to stay positive, stay happy. You know, it's such an awesome place for us to come together and share our love of film. And so, with that, I'll leave y'all. Remember, there's 3 ways of doing things: the right way, the wrong way, and the chat way. Take it easy.